Did you know that Spotify had over 1,000 AI-generated personalized playlists? And some of them are pretty weird. What if I just listened to the weirdest ones? It turns out if you just typed in pick just for you or just for you mix, it'll show you all of Spotify's personalized AI-generated playlists, and we're off to a great start. I calculated that there was basically 1,000 playlists, and I went through all of them, and I discovered some things. So the first level is Not Unhinged At All. Firstly, there's stuff you'd kind of expect, like happy mix, sad mix, 180 BPM mix, study mix, shower mix. In fact, Spotify has a mix for every single type of shower that you can imagine. The shower's happy, sad, or the shower is very lit, like, hey, I just had the most lit shower. Okay. Don't forget to cook rice. So I had to test this out. Normally showers make you feel better, so I was like, let's try angry shower to see if I get angry. Now I assume this is meant to be just for like when you're angry and having a shower, but I think that music should move you. Yeah, so I listened to the angry shower mix, and Spotify thinks that an angry shower is basically just women singing breakup songs, which didn't make me angry. Honestly, it was kind of a vibe. I don't know how the algorithm considers a song to be shower worthy. Now, the Spotify website says that it's based on your listening habits, your artists, genres, and decades. But that wasn't a good enough explanation for me, so I was like, you know what? Let me ask someone who is an expert. Hi, also I just couldn't be bothered to Google.
Sorry, I don't know why I'm in the field. Wait. Basically, I did a dissertation on the recommender algorithm in Spotify. I don't work with Spotify, but I do work in a similar field where we use genre recommenders.
Okay, so my first question is, how does Spotify know what I want to listen to in the shower?
You could answer this in different ways, but the first thing to know is when a song gets put into Spotify, so when they receive a track from an artist or whoever, you have to submit metadata for your track. The basic stuff will be like the track name, artist, featuring artists, but you will also have mood types or like genre, stuff like that. Intuitively, stuff like the shower would be songs that you like belt out to, right? So they might have power ballads in there. They might put filtering systems in like that. Another way is there's a thing called natural language processing where you can see what people say about songs, like the semantics of that could be put into the filtering system, which then in turn puts them into like a sort of category of songs. Stuff like Shower by Becky G would probably be in shower song. So each user will have what would be recommended to them. So based on stuff like their previous listening, genre recommenders in general will always have data of what time of day you're listening to things, what the season is when you're listening. Is it heightened during a particular season? Some people might just have like a Spotify for Christmas. I don't know. Usually it's not personal as well. You would just sort of fall into a category of users who listen at that time. If everyone's listening to like Lovely Day or something, and that's like at 8 a.m, they can assume that that's going to be a wake-up playlist, something like that. This type of data is called like implicit feedback, so it's to do with how a user interacts with it. That will be the duration you listen to when you're listening to it, as opposed to like explicit feedback. That's like stuff like on Netflix, you can thumbs up a movie, right? Stuff like that. So they will use that. And if that answers your question, I can't remember what the question.
I have a short attention span. I was just like, yeah, that's a good point. Still the category of playlist that you'd kind of expect, but when there's 1,000 playlists, it gets very specific. And then we have playlists for very niche situations, like strut mix, morning strut mix, treadmill strut mix, battle strut mix. Now I don't know if this is like when you're about to go into battle strutting, or if you're having a strut battle, but they've put Halsey and Five Sauce. And I don't know about you, but yeah, these are the artists that I would choose if I was going to go strutting into my death. Let's test out these niche situations. Start off with gothic country mix. I am a world-renowned country hater. It's nothing against the country. I just want to see again myself. Extremely reliable source Wikipedia said that this was a subgenre of dark country music, and not, as I thought, a niche situation where goths are in the countryside. But this is not that bad. Maybe I'm a gothic country music fan, you know?
2 seconds later.
Maybe Maybe I don't like country music. So gothic country wasn't really my taste, but that's okay. Let's try something new. Hey, you've joined me on Ready 5, and this is relaxing rainforest forest mix. In case you weren't sure, we're in the forest. It was literal bird sounds, so I'd say yeah, it lives up to the title. That is, in fact, a forest. I feel like this is good for when you're like stressed, you know, reduce anxiety. You know who would benefit a lot from this? Katniss 17 when she was in the quarter quell. Let's take a moment to center ourselves, Katniss. We've got the Ibiza saxaphone mix. My type of music is mostly just like R&B and pop / K-pop. So let's listen to some Ibiza sax. So I was learning a lot about myself here, like maybe my enraged hatred for Love Island core music was misplaced. But then I was like, wait, how do they decide what songs go into these playlists? Because some of the song choices were just unfortunate. I saw one of the playlists and it was called Baby Shower, and the first thing they put was Baby by Justin Bieber.
Oh!
I was like, okay.
They probably put in songs that are related, so that would probably be from the metadata. Like, baby's in the title, right?
Yeah, Baby I'm Yours. The one that I was listening to was, the Baby Shower one. And they put Small Bump by Ed Sheeran. And, okay, from the title, you think, yeah, Small Bump, it's a baby. But the song is about, like, a miscarriage. I don't know if that's the type of the vibes that we're wanting for the baby shower.
Really not
how do they, like... Does anyone check this?
I feel like for the AI ones, they don't check. That would just be using the metadata.
Okay, so we've learned that the AI messes up sometimes. It doesn't really understand the lyrics of a song. Maybe not all the songs will be appropriate for that niche situation or even relevant to the playlist. So maybe don't overly rely on the AI to do everything for you. But then we move on to the next category. And then it just kind of gets weird. Dogs pet calming mix, soothing dogs mix, waterfall dogs mix, friendly dogs mix, crying dogs mix, happy dogs mix, calm dogs mix, anti-anxiety dogs mix, dogs chill jazz mix, relaxing dogs mix, dogs soothing classical mix, relaxing dogs yoga mix, dogs guided meditation mix, dogs nature sounds mix, peaceful dogs mix, dogs rock soft mix, positive dogs reggae mix, dogs country mix, soft dogs classical mix, dogs healing mix, dogs birthday mix, dogs easy listening mix, dogs white noise mix, happy morning dogs mix, chill dogs mix, fun dogs mix, dogs fun dance mix, and it just goes on forever. Is there a market for dogs on Spotify? Like at the end of the year, do they get their Spotify bark? Subscribe. So there's like crying dogs mix, and then we got
Science.
I mean, I assume part of it is because like I listened to this track. It's like saying
in terms of the animal side, that's probably is what a job.
Okay, so we still have to test the dog's classical mix. Now I don't have a dog, but I do have a brother. Can you test something for me?
What?
We start off with the anti-anxiety dogs mix to see how it affects his mood.
I feel cinematic, like I'm in the ocean with the wind brushing past my face.
Okay, you're doing too much now.
It's like I don't know.
The happy dogs mix wasn't doing much now. Whether this is because the dog is super depressed and is thus incapable of feeling happiness, or because the playlist was just trash, I guess we'll never know. Would it make you stop biting?
Stop biting? What? I think you'd listen to this after you got your heart broken.
Now the friendly dogs mix just
sounds
had
like cricket
cat
noise, but it's like
purring, I guess, to
explain.
gaslight your dog into liking cats. How do they decide what songs are suitable for what playlist?
What?
I think they measure the level of voice. It goes from no voice at all to like a lot of voice. So there's like full instrumental, and that's how they class things that are instrumental or, you know, like EDM, stuff like that. If they account stuff like, is the song really major or is it really minor? Stuff like that.
If I was a dog, I'd probably start barking.
You would start barking?
Yeah, if I was a dog.
At this point, I think you're starting to catch on, so we had to end the experiment. I made you listen to Dogs playlist.
What does that
Now
mean?
for the mixes with the weird names. Like we had pirate mix. I didn't pirate this mix because it was just an amalgamation of just like random stuff. Like Billie Eilish. The biggest pirate I know. A tease. Under the Sea. And then some K-drama OST. Maybe pirates are multifaceted beings who like K-drama. Who knows? We have shoegaze mix. We had Angry Birds mix, which, firstly, they kept putting Beat a Doopy in like every single mix I listened to. Like, here, loser, have some sad music to ease you in. And then random dialogue from the Angry Birds movie. I don't know if you've seen the Angry Birds movie. Maybe you can tell me the XY correlation because I have no idea. Weirdcore mix. Basically just TikTok mix, really. What is Weirdcore? It is an online art and aesthetic movement and everything associated with imparts a sense of nostalgia, disorientation, and alienation. I feel like the Weirdcore music just kind of makes me want to go like this. And then it just descended into trauma. We've got Mathcore mix. Hopefully I don't get flashbacks to when I used to cry for hours on end because my dad used to force me to do long division and I was only 5 years old. I'm still not good at any maths. Mathcore mix just ended up being heavy metal. Oh my god. Funeral Doom mix was also a type of metal. Egg punk was, yeah, basically just a form of punk rock. Angry Tuna mix was the only one where I couldn't find how that relates to I feel like music. If you know, let me know. This is very like... I have no idea what I thought Angry Tuna mix would be. It wasn't this, but I kind of like it. What does everyone else get when they type in Angry Tuna mix? Because my one's very like band, rock, pop. And then we gotta listen to Vampire mix. Turns out that vampires listen to Ed Sheeran, Lord, and Katy Perry. Hey. Who am I to judge what they do in their infinite spare time? So it turns out that a lot of these like very unhinged ones ended up just kind of being very niche but very specific genres. I actually enjoyed a lot of things, a lot of music that I didn't think that I would like, and a lot of music that really confirmed, yeah, I don't like that. We've got Mathcore mix. Hopefully I don't get flashbacks. What is core mathematics? No. So how would you recommend someone to discover new music?
I will say their like genre grouping is so good now. Word of mouth. YouTube is a really good way to find new music. To be honest,
just get off Spotify, basically.
Yeah, not to like tell you to stop doing what you're doing. It would broaden your horizons if you were to use multiple platforms, going into the like related artists, stuff like that, and going from there. You have to go on your own little journey.
It's kind of like, I think every platform, right?
Yeah,
even on YouTube, if I watch like 5 videos from like, I don't know, Jubilee, it would just be Jubilee, and then like I don't even know who I'm subscribed to anymore because it's just like
and it's like the same video as well that you've already seen. After some point, it just becomes the same thing.
I've already watched
like, I know
this
that.
like at least 3 years ago, and it's saying I haven't. Exactly. But okay, fine. Let me just click on it again then.
I click on it to guess again which zodiac sign the person is.
You're like, I wonder which one.
Yeah, and then I get it right, and I'm like, oh yeah, I watched this 5 years ago. If you really want algorithm to do the work, you have to put in the data for it.
Honestly, I wasn't satisfied. I think that Spotify could do better. I think we need a Spotify playlist for every single waking moment of your entire life. How about I'm stuck on the toilet mix? Alternative title is I have IBS. Let's wait a while. Janet Jackson. Help! The Beatles. I need a doctor. Eminem. False alarm. The Weeknd. And then you're satisfied by Hamilton. Oh, how about the most relatable one of them all? Why am I getting school nightmares when I left school over a decade ago? Songs including I didn't know what time it was. Now I'm late for school. Turns out I have an exam I didn't know to revise. Help me. Oh, wait. Just to share with me your best songs, your favorite Spotify mixes, and what specific niche mix you'd make for yourself. Boop. Put more effort researching the perfect song to match my mood than I did for my entire degree. I really wish I had some sort of talent or ability to sing so that I could sing for you so that you kind of be able to experience this as well, but the only thing I have is predisposition for diabetes, so you ain't done with you. Justice for the cats of Spotify. Hashtag where is Spotify meowed?